How's it going, everyone?
That was too enthusiastic. Too much enthusiasm, man.
This is game number... What game number is this?
85.
85. Hey, this is Dan. I'm here with Ryan.
Hey.
And Riley.
Hey.
This is Resistance 2 on the PlayStation 3. Let's hit up normal difficulty for a while.
We're so worried about being enthusiastic. When you were about to introduce someone, I was about to just say, hey, regardless of who you said. So I was like, this is right, hey! Ah!
We're trying to be better at YouTube.
So I don't want people to see the story to this game that haven't played it, because you can buy the trilogy of this game now. It's like $40.
Oh yeah.
And it is fantastic. If you like first-person shooters,
story-driven first-person shooters.
Yeah, this is where it's
probably
at.
My favorite trilogy out there.
It's amazing.
It's so good.
Awesome weapons, really really cool locales and stuff. You just got to check it out.
Yeah, it's cool.
Yeah.
Some of the most stunning things I've ever seen on a PS3.
Yeah, it's a solid title.
That's why it's on the list.
Yeah.
So, should we just skip forward to the gameplay?
I am trying to, but I don't think I can skip.
We can just cut.
Okay. So we will see you guys when gameplay resumes. Alright, so we are in the game right now.
Look at how this game starts.
Yeah. We're playing Titanfall right now. And, no, I'm just kidding.
I wish. The game looks awesome.
If this was Titanfall, it would have auto-aimed for me, and I would have jumped on him already.
Hey, man.
So
don't be hating. You haven't played it yet.
We're in Iceland right now. I don't mind spoiling that piece of story for people. Where is that marker saying I need to go?
You just need to chill in here. And you need to shoot open...
It's been a while. Oh yeah, I got did the tutorial.
Yay for tutorials.
So if you haven't played this game or any other game, and you don't want it spoiled, like... You may have noticed we have a spoiler warning on all of our videos.
So this is the cool thing about this game, like... Oh, sorry Ryan, you go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say, we're not gonna intentionally spoil anything, but at the same time we're not, actively avoiding spoilers, so just beware.
He was a ghost the whole time.
Sixth Sense.
Yep.
So, all the weapons in this game have, primary and secondary fire. And they're genuinely interesting. So this revolver I've got right now, the first one just shoots a normal bullet, but it leaves a dart in them that's explosive. And the secondary fire actually detonates the dart. And then this one, the bullseye,
it's so good.
The secondary fire, if you hit them with it, it's like a tracker. And then any bullet you shoot from that point will automatically go to the tracker. So you tag a guy with a tracker, and then you can just nail him from behind cover. It's really cool. So let's see if I can do that. Oh, that was horrible. Alright, so he's tracked, and he's dead. That was dumb. That did not show up very well. Let's try and get this guy back here. Alright, so he's got a tracker on him, and if you look, the bullets are just
all
bending towards him and killing him.
Yeah, it's awesome.
So it's really cool. I'm not really playing super carefully right now because we're on normal.
And this is the tutorial.
Yeah, but that is a big part of the game, is knowing which weapon is right at the time and using the different fire modes well. And I kind of like that. It's kind of got that same feeling that Halo did, where every weapon is better at specific things.
So I know you're saying you didn't want to spoil this or whatever, but just in 15 seconds, what's the premise of the Resistance series?
Okay,
I can jump in here.
Oh yeah, you go ahead.
Yeah. So World War II, doesn't happen. Hitler doesn't rise to power because some bizarre alien menace comes out of Soviet Russia and just starts sweeping across the world. And it is very, very dark, and consistently you win small battles but keep losing the war.
Nice.
Is that...
Essentially, yeah.
Yeah.
The first game takes place in England,
Yeah, the whole first game's in England, second game's in the US.
and I believe the third is in Russia.
The third's in the US.
Oh,
The
it's in the
third
US.
is a trek from, like, Georgia up to New York.
That's right, yeah.
Yeah, it's like a cross-country thing. It's like The Last of Us.
Yeah.
Everything should be like The Last of Us.
This game also has amazing multiplayer.
Yeah. Real fun multiplayer.
It's a really, really good game.
So Resistance 3 is out as well, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's the end to the trilogy, and then just don't play the PS Vita version.
So Dan, why did you choose Resistance 2 over 3?
I actually haven't played 3.
Oh, okay. So that's a good reason.
I have heard that it's the best of the series. I probably would have chose it if I've played it. The thing is,
Number 2, for everything good it did, had one huge misstep that they fixed in 3, and that's that you've got basically the Halo 2-gun system, and all of these guns are so much fun that in the first game they gave you the weapon wheel, like Half-Life, so you always have all of your guns, and people hated only having 2 guns at a time.
oh, Headshot, that was sick.
That was awesome. So I still agree with Dan's choice. I did enjoy this one more than the first one, but I think the third one is probably the premiere.
Yeah. But like I said, $40 for the whole series. And they're long shooters too. I mean,
Yeah.
we're talking like a 10-hour shooter for the first one. Second one's a little bit longer, maybe like 12.
I love that gun.
Yeah.
It's so good.
The third one, obviously, I don't know. The third one, I feel like, is one of my great gaming sins for not having played.
Yeah.
I haven't played any of them, so...
Then
Well, you don't own a PlayStation, so
Yeah, I really have no
You're like-
PlayStation background at all.
you're the sinner who didn't know better.
Just look at this dude, like, these are the kind of things you're killing. Like,
That is so Gears of War.
don't you just want to kill that punk? Like, as soon as you see him, you're like, dude, I want to shoot you in the face.
I feel like just like Nazis make most bad guys better. Putting weird, like, ingrown fetus faces inside a bad guy just makes it instantly creepier.
And giving them tentacles.
Yeah, tentacles. Then you can write hentai fanfiction.
Which reminds me of an awesome.
I
Have you play Bayonetta, right? Where
Oh, yeah.
They make the tentacle joke. Oh, that was classic.
I was so excited to hear what sentence follows. Hentai reminds me of last day on the internet.
Yeah.
So my wife's out of town.
Oh my gosh.
Sorry, too far across the line.
Yeah.
Apologize.
Nothing like that happened last night. I actually spent the night playing Dark Souls.
And anyone who's watching goes, "We're not surprised."
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, Dark Souls.
Look,
Yeah,
a Dark Souls reference.
did.
Get over it already.
I think we already made our reference in this video, didn't we? Or was that the last
No,
one?
that was last video.
Okay, so good. We got them both checked off.
I think you gotta wait for it to turn around.
Oh yeah, there we go. Bam!
So, what is your guys' opinion on bosses in first-person shooters?
The vast majority of the time, they shouldn't happen.
I agree.
Oh my gosh.
In almost every first-person shooter I've played, I've hated bosses. I just think it's stupid, and there's no reason for it.
I agree. I think Duke Nukem Forever is a prime example of why bosses just don't work. In
I totally thought you were going to use that as an example of it done right. Seriously?
No. Duke Nukem did tentacles right. Just because essentially they're a big enemy that's a bullet sponge, and it's super frustrating.
Like, I'm okay. Like this guy you're doing right here, I think I'm kind of okay with that. Where it's like it's a big vehicle and you've got to find the weak point,
and you're like kind of moving and
or like in like Halo 3. Where there's like the two scarabs that you have to mount and destroy.
Halo 2 taking out the scarab for the first time was awesome.
Yeah.
Like, that was really cool.
Yeah, I don't think the scarab fights were really perfected till Halo 3 though. But
yeah, that was definitely better. But like, I definitely didn't like. I think it was Halo 2, right, where you kill the prophets.
Yeah.
Or was that Halo 3?
That was Halo 2.
Halo 2.
Halo 2, where you have to like jump on him and just like tap B until he's dead.
Yeah.
Like, that was just stupid.
Yeah.
And like fighting Tartarus, that was stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I love having a huge variety. So I loved in Halo 3 how scarabs just became a new bad guy.
Yeah.
They weren't a boss, but they were just things you fought. But other than that, if you're going to do a boss in a first-person shooter, I think it needs to be one of those puzzly type things.
Yeah, yeah.
You know, where you're moving around the map and boom, you blow something up here, and then you're moving around and boom, you blow something up here. But having the evil military commander that's been your nemesis the whole time, and then you get to that arena at the end and he's gonna be all arrogant like, you are a fool, you are not worthy to, I don't know, blow me or something. Like, it's just the worst.
Like General Ram and Gears.
Yeah, that was, that boss fight was terrible.
I would really like to see a boss fight in a first-person shooter where it's like, you have one bullet, you know, like, and you've got to headshot this guy.
Dude, the end of Call of Duty 4.
Yeah, but that's scripted. Like, I don't want to see
something where he's just like laying down fire on you.
Yeah, like I don't want to see like a scripted event. I want just like a in-game.
Shoot him in the foot.
Like,
this guy is not moving the way he should be.
Like, you have one guy, you know, one guy. Crap. You've got one shot, you know, in game, like to make it happen, kind of thing. I think that would be pretty cool.
Is your friend stuck?
Shoot your friend in the foot.
Get going.
What's going on? One game, it's not a first-person shooter. It's more like a tactical third-person cover-based shooter. But Operation Winback, if you guys have played that.
I think we glitched this.
Go reload checkpoint.
Yeah, this is not good.
I think that game actually had pretty good boss fights.
Let's reload checkpoint. I'm just gonna have to blow myself up, I think. Oh, great. This could be a problem.
Well, we can cut it.
Alright, we'll be back as soon as we unstick ourselves.
Okay, so we're back.
Hopefully. Is this guy moving?
Yes.
Yeah, it's moving. Oh crap, where am I going?
You know what game I've been playing a lot of lately? That so far the boss fights have actually been really enjoyable. It's been
Get out the way.
Rage. Rage is way cool, and it's got some cool mutant boss fights. I liked it quite a lot.
Oh, do I need the lock?
So you know what I think?
Yes, that's what I did. We weren't stuck. I was just being a spaz.
It's something I think real life could improve upon from video games is how it's got like the nav point to people. Where it's like, hey, I want to hang out with Riley, and it's like, bing, he's 1 mile away.
Google Glass. Dude.
Yeah. I was gonna say someone's gonna have an app for that.
Another one that I would really like is, you know, like giving people's names above their head.
Yes.
I can't tell you how many times I've been on campus and someone's like, hey, how's it going? And I'm like, hey, you?
Yeah.
See, I want their names, and then I also want it to color code whether they're my enemy or not.
Yeah. If there's a red box around them, waste him.
Yeah, exactly. I walk into work one day and it's red over Dan's name. It's like, oh crap, what did I do?
You've got like the Halo motion sensors, so you're like, oh, somebody I don't like is coming around that corner. I should like move.
Oh, that'd be fantastic. You have like an app where you can like mark people as I want to avoid. It's like the anti-stalker app, and then it takes Google Maps and it just has those pins of people moving all the time.
Yeah.
So I
that would be
have this
amazing.
great strategy to avoid annoying people. It's called never use Facebook.
That's true.
Facebook is like for the like 50, 100 people that you do want to stay in touch with. There's a million people that just bug the poop out
You
of
have
you.
50 or 100 friends? It's like
Big.
10 times more than I do.
Well, I've lived in a lot of places. So.
So there's a really funny.
It's like, I've got like 4 friends, and I see them every day. It sucks.
So there's a really funny comedy sketch by a group. I think it's by Divine Comedy. It's just like a comedy group at BYU where we go to school, and it's like the most annoying Facebook friends. I think Dan saw it.
Oh, you showed
when we
this
did
to me!
the stress test on our
Yeah,
network
it's
or
way
whatever.
funny. So you should YouTube that. Like your most annoying Facebook friends. It's really funny.
Guaranteed, if any of you have like ever used Facebook, you've run into the kind of people they're talking about.
And Facebook is like World of Warcraft without the joy of killing things. Because it's
It's like hipster World of Warcraft.
So the reason I don't play World of Warcraft is because, or any subscription-based MMO, is because I feel like I would always be guilty if I wasn't playing, right?
Yeah, there's not
'Cause
enough hentai.
I always have to be paying a bunch. There's not enough tentacles. But I feel like I would always need to be playing. Facebook is free, and yet I still feel all this pressure from people to be like, I sent you a message on Facebook. Why didn't you check it? And I feel that guilt like looming over me all the time.
So my freshman year, I think I missed out on like 4 parties, and every time, we sent you a message on Facebook. I have a phone. Just call me. Or like, you're my friggin' roommate. Why don't you speak to me? You saw me that day. Like, you'd think even if you sent a message on Facebook, you'd be like, oh, hey, did you get my message? No. I sent you a message on Facebook. I don't go on Facebook. Gosh.
Facebook has replaced speaking. Didn't you know this? You
Yeah.
don't have to speak to people anymore, thanks to Facebook and the rest of the internet.
There's so many other things on the internet I would rather do than be on Facebook.
Tentacles.
Again, tentacles.
Clean things.
You gotta be careful when you say there's other things I'd rather be doing on the internet.
There's lots of like, I could be on like YouTube, or I could be playing Battlefield 3.
Or on RedTube.
Gross. Should have known it was going there.
People really probably
been
have
there
the
for a
wrong
while.
idea about who we are based on the jokes that we make.
Oh yeah. I've realized this as I've gone back and listened to our videos. I was like, wow, I am such a douche online. It's really bad.
So this is I think this is one of like my favorite moments in the series, is the escape from the San Francisco Bay.
yeah, actually, can we go a little longer on this one? Because the moment when you get out in San Francisco is like my favorite Resistance moment ever.
I can't remember how long that takes, but
I don't think it's crazy.
I'll try.
We're doing it. We
I'll
don't
try
care.
and just like sprint through this and do it as quick as
Sit
possible.
around and wait for it because it's going to be worth it.
Yeah, it's awesome. Man, now I've like built it all up. People are gonna see it and they're like, "You have terrible
Yeah, that was
taste,
crap,
Riley. You
dude."
suck."
Don't build things up.
Yeah. Oh. This game has really satisfying like sounds when you shoot guys.
Yeah,
So,
it
like,
sounds kind of like, I don't know, like a spoon jabbing a melon, just that
yeah,
kind of
it's
noise.
great.
Actually, I want to keep the revolver. Where'd it go? Oh, poop. That's poop.
Oh.
I can see it.
Why can't you pick it up?
I don't know.
That's stupid. That's the worst in like shooters, when you drop a gun and you just lose it. It's like under something or whatever in a wall. You just can't get back to it.
Oh.
Nice job, buddy.
Was that Capelli? I think that was. He's the main character of the third one.
Nice. I really don't know anything about the third one. It's kind of sad, but it was just bad timing, like the release for me. That's the only reason I haven't played it is bad timing. And
isn't that the year Skyrim came out?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was just like 2011. There was so many, and FPS are not my like favorite genre of games, and there was so many other games that year that were like RPG that I was just more excited about.
Yeah.
And I hate to break it to all those developers out there that don't understand this, but sometimes timing prevents people from buying games. Ah! Crap. I hit the wrong button. I was hitting the Halo melee button and not the...
Yeah, you threw a mine on him.
Yeah, I did. I just whack a mine on his face.
Yeah, I thought it was interesting, speaking of timing, last Christmas season, it was like Call of Duty was releasing in November, and aside from that, there was literally no other like major titles except for Halo 4. It's like Halo 4 is the only one that has the balls to release in the same month as Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But it turns out Halo 4 wasn't as good as they thought it was.
Nah. It was good.
It was good, but it wasn't like the Halo we all wanted. But
It was the Halo I wanted. I
This-
have the unpopular opinion here, but it's my favorite one since the first. So,
Bam! Look at those grenades. That is freaking cool. So yeah, if there's any developers listening to this, just know that sometimes timing prevents people from buying games. And if there's any publishers listening to this, don't be stupid and expect COD and Battlefield 3 sales figures for all your games, and that way you'll make money.
so
Like, it's not hard, you know, like, not every game is COD or Battlefield, like, they're the exception.
Todd Howard's actually listening. He's like, hey, that's a good idea.
But Elder Scrolls is
That's an exception
up there
too.
with them.
Yeah.
Well, the thing is, like, with Call of Duty, even if you make a game that appeals to the same people, they're still not going to buy it, because they just play Call of Duty. Like,
Yeah.
you know, I mean,
Well-
of course there's people that play other games too, but there's a big portion of that market that only plays Call of Duty.
Oh, this sniper rifle is so cool.
Look at that.
You can slow down time with it. Or you could in the first game. Yeah! Watch this. Oh, it's so good.
Such a nice noise, too.
Yeah.
Um,
It's great.
the thing is, though, take that how you will. Don't expect, you know, those sales for those exceptional games, or be truly exceptional, you know? Like, actually be worth the sales figures. You know? Like, there's a lot of games out there that just aren't worth $60.
Yeah.
Sad truth, you know? Like,
And there's also a lot of games that even three people like us who have fairly similar game likes. They were similar enough that we could agree on a top 100 games of all time, except for Mario Party. Because that game does not deserve to be on here. Even with us, there's like vehement disputes on what's a great game. I think Dishonored was worth $60. Neither of the other two people sitting here agree with me.
yeah.
So don't expect to sell $60 Dishonored.
Sorry,
all
Bethesda.
three of us.
We love you, but not Dishonored. It was okay. But it was not.
loved Dishonored.
See, and, like, I'm right in the middle. Like, I liked Dishonored, I had a good time with it, but I also had, like, some serious problems with it.
Yeah.
And, you know, like, for me, $30 game, yeah, it was great for a $30 game, but I would not pay $60 for it.
You know, and developers, if you're listening to this and like, I'm sorry we can't charge that much because of all these middlemen, I understand that position too, and middlemen, I don't like you.
Yeah.
I think the money should be going in the pocket of the people who make the game.
Well, and so the solution, I think, is to look at Tomb Raider and not expect 12 million copies sold. But to say, hey, even amongst hardcore gamers, even if this is a great game, we're not going to sell a bajillion of them. So don't give them a James Cameron budget.
Same thing as Hitman as well. Hitman Absolution was amazing. I loved that game, and it didn't sell, you know, 12 million or whatever, so it's unsuccessful. But it sold like, what was it, like,
Like 2 million or
two, yeah,
Or like 1.8 million or
I
something.
mean, that's a lot of money.
yeah.
I think another thing that they need to realize is like big budget doesn't make a great game. You
Uh-huh.
know, like you've got these Call of Duty budgets being applied to other games, and it's like Call of Duty didn't start with that. Like you didn't start seeing huge, insane budgets until like Modern Warfare 2.
Yeah.
Like after they'd had huge success already.
well,
And to be fair, like, you take any first-party Nintendo title, and it's a quality game. Like, whether you like that game or not, the standard to which it's made is
very high.
very high, and their budget is not like the EA,
No, it's not.
you know. And like, a lot of people are saying, well, how did Nintendo stay in business? You know, because their hardware's older and stuff. But it's like, they just make good games.
they're wiser with their money.
Yeah, they make really good games, and they don't spend as much money on them, so they don't have to sell as many. Like, it's simple, you know?
You're talking about something that I wish we could get our manager to understand, which is adding people or adding resources to a project
Doesn't make it
doesn't
better.
make it better or get it out the door faster. Oh man, you are
yeah.
posed.
Dude, these are like the drones in Halo. Just like the most frustrating, annoying enemies.
Yeah, I just got
I think we're close to the end of the
spanked.
level too.
We are close to where we're seeing San Francisco, so this is
Hang in there.
a little bit longer.
Well, we've got some parts we can cut out.
No. That is a sweet looking sniper rifle, I gotta say.
Yeah.
Dude, it's
Dude, that scope is like bigger
Yes.
than most guns.
It's cool.
it's so pimpin'.
It's
It is so
it's like the Pimp My Ride version of a sniper rifle. Hey dog, I heard you like scopes, so I
heard you like scopes, dog, so I gave you an extra scope, dog.
before they scope on you, dog.
That's right. That's right, dog.
Can somebody please make that meme of exactly what we just said? Both of us at
I
the
don't
same
even
time.
know if that's, like, understandable.
I was gonna say.
I think it's incomprehensible.
There's so many scopes there, it wouldn't fit in a meme. Oh, that was awesome. Nice grenade.
Dude, the destruction, like, the area of effect destruction on this game is fantastic. It's such a good shooter. And I like, you know, it's so good.
It's way good.
Well played there, Dan.
Thank you very much. Heard you like scopes, dog.
So believe it or not, I've never seen any of the Pimp My Ride stuff.
I think I've only seen like 1 or 2 episodes ever, but that's
You only
essentially
need
all
to
it
see
is.
one
Yeah.
episode to understand that meme, though.
Oh, these guys suck.
Can I grenade him? Oh, poop. Yeah, that was a bad
He
idea.
ravaged you.
That's right. That was like a Quake death. Just like instant.
Like, nope, you did it wrong.
Yeah.
Unreal Tournament, you got caught in the spokes of the quad or whatever.
And
it
hey,
just ripped you
there's
apart.
nothing wrong with that, you know?
No.
Like,
Easy, Lieutenant. Engaging that drone would be suicide.
Ah.
Find a way to get you through. Cameras 3, 6, 7, and 12 are live, sir. We've got them.
Okay,
oh,
someone's
yeah, so
gonna
your
go blow 'em
friends,
up.
like,
Yeah. So it's easier when you can hear what they're saying,
yeah.
which is hard when you're talking over it.
Nah.
Alright, so yeah, they're gonna like. Oh, balls.
Oh, that doesn't
Oh,
look
it's
good.
another one. Dude. Seriously, that's a Quake death.
I think you're just supposed to follow it.
The drone?
Yeah.
Okay. Let's give that a try. I need a cardboard box.
Oh man.
Easy, Lieutenant. Engaging that drone would be suicide. Hold still. I'll find a way to get you through. Cameras 3, 6, 7, and 12 are live, sir. We've got them.
So later on in the game, you do actually get access to some weapons that are like where it becomes feasible to attack these guys. Oh no no no! Too close.
So that wasn't it either.
Yeah. I think I just got too close.
Yeah. I like the music. It's so over. Dum 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 dum. It's great.
Easy, Lieutenant. Engaging that drone would be suicide. Hold still. I'll find a way to get you through.
I think he said hold still, I'll find a way to get you through.
Yeah.
So just chill for a
Just kind
minute.
of sit tight.
Now stay low and do exactly as I say.
Okay, stay low and do as exactly as I said.
So let me turn this up.
Yeah, we gotta listen to this. Left.
Oh shoot. Oh shoot.
Okay, at least we know what we're doing now. The hide behind those boxes.
I love that overly dramatic. Boom, 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 boom.
You have to respawn in a first-person shooter. This is the end of the world.
Oh, that's a really generous checkpoint.
You're clear. Move to the left. Move. They're behind you.
Ah!
Okay, that was cool.
Who put all those boxes there?
Snake!
Snake!
Do you hide?
I think I have to hide inside this. Maybe not. Okay. I think
gotta run?
I just gotta.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think
you
I
just
just gotta
gotta book it.
leg it. Alright. Let's do this. I was worried going in the water that there'd be one of those weird shark thingies in this game. Which we haven't seen yet because I skipped them before. But, they will tear you apart.
Just run, just move.
No, it's saying I
Oh.
gotta stay in here.
The ghost sharks will tear you apart.
That's right.
Ah,
Holy.
Look at that ripple effect.
that's pretty good. That's pretty good.
That's like the one thing you always judge a game's graphics.
How
by,
good
is
is
like
the water?
Yeah. It's like the first thing you try to find in a new game. Like, I want to see what the water looks like. And it's funny, like, as good as they've gotten with it, I still have yet to see a game where it looks exactly like real water, you know?
Yeah.
But they're getting better.
There's that shark thing! Look at it!
So I'll be out of radio
It's such a beast.
Can you kill it from here? No.
It's like a
I think it's got
mer shark.
I think they have armor on to where like you can only kill it if you get underneath it. But as soon as you're in the water with it, you're like
Yeah, you gotta just
so
you,
have
gotta
just-
jump and go.
Ugh.
Yeah,
Swimming in the water with a shark would be the most terrifying thing, especially that thing.
yeah, that thing's nasty looking. Oh, poop!
It's not the invisible guys yet.
So, do they have that same weapon they can, like, lock on?
Yeah, I got tagged, so I was behind the wall, still taking
And they're
fire.
just destroying you.
That is such a cool grenade.
Yeah,
I
that
love
little
it.
spiky grenade thing. I love on multiplayer when you like throw that into a room and you can just see all the guys you killed and they've got like these huge nails just through them because you porcupined them.
You nailed a bunch of guys.
Bullseye up. Look at that thing. It's so gross looking.
Yeah, you don't want to mess with that thing.
Yeah. Get out! Get out! Oh, gosh.
That's sweet.
They're trying to tag me.
They're
no.
throwing grenades.
So, what about grenade danger indicators? What do you guys think about those?
Honestly, I'm not a fan.
Really? I am.
I feel like they're alright in, maybe in campaign, it's fine. But in multiplayer,
Yeah.
I just don't feel like it's very fair. I think they should just make a bigger deal about, like, making a distinct sound when the grenade hits near you or something.
So I think my favorite grenade indicator is just the old school, like, it's a red flashing thing.
Just like there is a grenade, but not exactly, it's right there.
Not that, but like, you know, the grenade is like this flashing red thing, so it's
Okay.
really visible.
Yeah, so the grenade itself.
I think that's probably my favorite way to see grenades, because honestly, like, whether it looks super photorealistic, I don't care, but I feel like having all the nav point things kind of detracts from the gameplay a little bit.
Yeah, and like I just never thought it was fair when like you place a perfect grenade
Oh, and they pick
at
it
a
up
sniper in
and-
a
yeah.
window or whatever, and it's like, you know, he wouldn't even know it was there except this little icon pops up on his screen.
Exactly. But if you threw one of them at the right time, even if it was like red and flashing, they still wouldn't see it, you know?
Right.
So
I'm here to get you out, Doctor.
I'm a slightly different opinion. I prefer grenade indicators over the just surprise you're dead and there was no way you could have possibly known. Because
Alright,
I feel
so-
like that's unfair towards the person who dies from the grenade. But I think if there was a better, more subtle way
Yeah.
of letting you know, I'd be okay with that. But in general, actually though, Battlefield 3 doesn't do grenade indicators.
It's just a flashing
It's just
red
the flashing red thing, and I'm okay with it.
thing. Honestly,
So yeah, so I guess
honestly, I think if
'Cause
you're
that's-
gonna have a grenade indicator, you also need a thing that's like, hey, someone has you in their sight.
Yeah.
You know, like, because it's like saying, well, it's not fair that they can't see the grenade. Well, it's not fair that they can't see you sight them either. You know. All right, this guy I am gonna hit with the marker. And he will just fade away.
Oh,
my
nope, he's
marker
not
wore
done.
off.
So here.
Oh no! No!
The croc.
Yeah, that's disgusting. That thing's so
The
nasty.
mer sharks, dude.
My heart was like. Alright, I think we're gonna have to call it
yeah.
there. But hey, you know, we're glad that you guys got to see this game if you haven't before, and
Hey, that's an important character in the
we'll
next game.
see you next time.
See ya.